on the outside, a lot of people are complaining about it, but as a coaching staff, you can't allow that to permeate through, oh, woe is me. It's an advantage if you think about it. It's better than having an injury. If somebody goes out in the first series of the game, you're not as prepared. You've got time to prepare for it. There is no doubt it's make sure you understand this, a disadvantage to not have them, but it's an advantage to know this far in advance to prepare. I think you have to take anything as a coach and use it as a motivation. Hey guys, we need to ask more of every one of you. We need to get this game into the second half. Devin will be here, fresh legs, foaming at the mouth. What we've got to do is we've got to do a good job making sure that everybody's sound in all their assignments, because the biggest thing that Devin does, in addition to making plays, and the most important thing, he makes all the calls and makes all the checks. So making sure you got time to square that away. To me, there should not be any excuses on getting your team ready to play. It's much tougher, is what I'm saying, if you go out with an injury. Let's say you have an unfortunate knee injury on a Thursday of practice of game week or the first series of the game. That is tougher to adjust to and prepare at the moment than it is with this much time.
Do you give those calls to maybe a different position group, maybe someone experienced like a John Battle, or do you want to keep it with the linebackers? How do you work with that?
Well, I'd want to keep it with the linebackers. I mean, I think they're in a position to make that. I mean, certainly from the third level, they've got some responsibility as well, coverage-wise, in their calls. So you want to keep it there. And listen, you have to prepare for injuries. So you never know what's going to happen, and one of the things is you've got to be prepared for every situation, be it an injury, a suspension, somebody gets kicked out of the game. You got to be prepared. Who's going to make those calls? So it's not that Devin is the only one that can make those calls. That's what you've got to teach. It's what you've got to coach. It's just there's a comfort level there with them, but I think you can make this a seamless move, and that's what the practice really, with a bye week and knowing for basically 2 weeks, you've had ample opportunity to make that change, and I don't think it's going to have as much of an impact either way. I mean, I think that if Alabama wins decisively, it won't be because Devin White's not there. I think I think that you have to use this in a very positive way to give other people the opportunity, and I think you can build upon it. I think you can use it as a motivating factor. I think you got to take every situation and use it as an opportunity. It's what I always was taught as a young coach, and Bill Orangebarger, who I work for here at LSU, always used to say it's an opportunity for someone else. So seize that opportunity, seize the moment.